Hi guys, welcome to another game of Starcraft commentary. I'm Namcraft and today we're going to be looking at the game 6 of the series. This is game 6 of the ASTL Team Star League Season 3, and this is a series between Sunae Skewers Chickens and Emtek Redbit, and this is going to be the first set in this series, best of 5. And to give you an introduction of the players, we have representing Sunae in the bottom right corner as the red Protoss. This is YSC, and representing Emtek Redbit at the top left corner is Soma, which is the blue Zerg at the 11 o'clock position. And the map here we have is Polypoid. I think this is like the up and coming most popular map after Fighting Spirit. Fighting Spirit is getting a bit of stale, so getting a bit stale. So in the pro leagues and in the individual leagues, looks like the Korean players and the commentators and the organizers have decided to go for Polypoid. So Polypoid is used in a lot of various tournaments, and on ladder also Polypoid is very popular. I think that just behind Fighting Spirit is this is the second most popular map, and it's getting more popularity over time. And let's talk a little bit about today's games, guys. So YSC is not a great player. He's just a decent player, and recently his performance in the previous matches in the previous series of ASTL has not been so convincing. He didn't show to have good macro management. His army movement was questionable at times, and Soma on the other hand has shown good performance in the first game of Emtek Redbit, and we'll see what Emtek Redbit will be able to offer to play against YSC, and whether Soma is gonna turn his better preparation and just better skills overall in this matchup to see what he can do against YSC. And it looks like Zerg is gonna go out for this hatchery. I think he's already put a spawning pool in his base, and YSC is not able to deny the expansion, and 6 Zerglings are coming up across the map. And to respond to this, YSC has gone for 2 cannons, and he's trying to just play a little bit of game here with the probe, just to try to block the the Zerglings a little bit, but no worries, the Zergling don't lose any seconds, they will just continue on. And looks like YSC is going back into scout. Soma has gone for his 3rd base at this oh no, he is denied scout again. It's really interesting because it looks like he had enough minerals for it for just a second, and then he just didn't plant down the expansion, and instead he's gonna try to go for the 12 o'clock position. But no, the another drone is going down to the 10 o'clock position. I guess this is 9.5 o'clock position, and he puts down a hatchery there. So 3 hatchery before lair, I think, is the build that Soma has opted to go for. And we'll see if this probe is able to get in. He is not able to get in, and the Zerglings are closing in to deny him further scouting information. Yes, and this probe is going to get chased away. Is he going to die? Just 2 more hits. I think 1 more hit. No, 2 more hits, and he will be gone. 1 more hit. Each Zergling hit on a probe takes 5 damage of him, right? And this probe is running for his life, and why is he gonna send out another probe? We don't know. For the moment it seems not. And look at this, this is the power economic build from the Zerg. No lair just yet, just going for 4 bases, and I think just droning up. But we'll see what is the direction of the first Zealot going to be for the Protoss. Yes, the first Zealot is out, and he is content just to sit at home, because 1 Zealot against 6 Zergling is not a good match. And so yeah, YSC just sits at home. Is he going to spin that forge soon? He has decided not to spin. Well, okay, he's going for the Stargate at his expansion. This is good if you're just trying to deny scouting later from the Protoss. If he's going for maybe Scourge scouts later. But it's a little bit strange because normally you build your second Stargate at your expansion to hide it, but the first Stargate is here, so I wonder what is the rationale behind that. But anyways, 2 Zealot moving out. 2 Zealot versus 6 Zergling is a doable situation depending on where you are on the map. If you have a good surround, then the Zerglings will be able to win. But on the other hand, if the Protoss is able to sneak behind mineral lines or get into some corners, then they can suck the lives out of those those Zerglings. And looks like this Overlord is trying to come in for a scout, and he's going to be here for a surprise because he didn't find what he expected to find, which is but it's really weird because he sees the core spinning, but he didn't see a Stargate and he didn't see any gateway. So it's like, what kind of build is this? So I think he should probably suspect that there's going to be a Stargate at the expansion. So that is where his Overlord is heading right now. But this Corsair is gonna come in, and I don't think it's gonna make it in time for the first Hydras when the first Hydras pop out. So I think he is just content just to scout, and instead of killing any kind of oh, that's clutch block from that drone over there denying scout from Soma. And yeah, so it looks like Protoss is gonna get 2 Overlords. One Overlord's here immediately, and the Overlord at his main base. So looks like Soma's gonna have to build 2 additional Overlords just to catch up to it. And we'll see what is the next tech choice for Soma. I mean, he's got 2 Hydras, but is he gonna go for Hydra upgrade, or is gonna get a spy and it's gonna try to switch back into mutants? We don't know. Normally when you're at this stage of the game and as a Zerg player and you haven't had your Scourges and your Muta set up, you would probably skip it, I think, or just go for very light Scourges just to prevent any kind of abusive Protoss behavior around the map. Because when the Sairs are bunched up and they have upgrade, and which is what he's upgrading right now at the cybernetics core, it's impossible for any amount of Scourge to win any battle. So usually the Zerg might have just give up on that. But anyways, yeah, are those actually Sairs upgrade? Because I see 3 Sairs, and previously I didn't see any more blinking out of the Stargate. That couldn't be for Dragoon push, right? That would be improbable at this point. But what is this? We'll see. What is this build? Yeah, that is probably a Dragoon push, guys. Because look at this. No more Sairs are spinning. Oh, and what is this burrow? Oh my God, this game is getting funnier and funnier by the minute. These Sairs are running around, and I think Zerg must suspect something because he doesn't see more Sairs. When the Protoss move out with his Corsairs, they often move out together in a bunch. So, the fact that they're... Oh, this guy is just scouting around. The fact that there are only 3 Sairs moving around together, Zerg must suspect that the cybernetics core is spinning for Dragoon range. Because there's no other explanation. And why does the Zerg goes for this weird-ass burrow kind of gameplay? I've never seen that in competitive Protoss versus Zerg, and it's for very unique and special situations. But anyways, the robotic facility is spinning, so is building, so Protoss is going to be able to get out some observers soon. So he's going to be able to expand. In fact, actually, he's not looking to expand. Now he's looking to expand, put down his first gateway, but he probably knows that he cannot expand there. Just a bunch of Hydras moving out just to apply pressure. Protoss is repositioning his army just to find the best location. Maybe find some units that are just hanging around alone, undefended. And yeah, you see those 4. These Zealots are kind of engaging over here on the left side. Why those 5 Zealots are coming in just to cancel the hatchery? So we're gonna see if Zerg reacts in time to cancel this hatchery, and this Zealot is coming here to do what? Yeah, a very good attack, and that hatchery is gonna get cancelled, I think. It must be cancelled. There's no way to save that hatchery, and yep, he gets away with both. Nope. 2 Zealots dead just to trade for a hatchery cancel. I think that was a good move by the Protoss, I think, and now he's gonna expand to this side of the map. He has enough High Templars. each of those High Templars probably has at least one storm, if not two, at this point. And the first big battle of the game is going to take place soon. The Zerg is coming up, but he sees the stairs and he backs down. We want to verify if the Zerg has gone for Spire. No Spire just yet. He's content just to rebuild his expansion. And you know, at this point of the game, I think Dragoon range is done, right? So yeah, Protoss is gonna have to take this base and just to chill out for a little bit, because now he has a lot of storms, but he doesn't have any other ground units, just a few Zealots and a few Dragoons, and yeah, a lot more Dragoons coming in. So now he's ready to move out. Yep, he's decided to move to the east side. Nope, he doesn't. He back up and moves to the top of the top side of the map. You see Zerg carefully split his map into two. The Zerg mobility is very important as a player, to kind of split your army up, attack different positions, retreats, whereas Protoss needs to always stay together to be strong. And yeah, you see these Zerg, one Zealot is about to see what is the army movement from the Zerg on that side of the map, and I think he's gonna pull back. He probably, no, he doesn't pull back, he's confident. Protoss is confident that his two HT over there parked together with 3 cannons is probably able to repel any Zerg attacks if Zerg do decide to move in. And the two players are moving into the mid game and ready for the late game, guys. Protoss is saturating his third base. He's moving around with these Protoss balls. He probably has around, I would say, 4 HD at this point, 2 storms each, so that is 8 storms. So it's a very powerful army. The question is when and where does Protoss decide to engage. And look at this, Zerg is skipping Spire and going directly for Queen's Nest and looking forward to move into Hive. Protoss is going around juggling for position, looking for a nice place to attack, and also decided to take a 4th base, and the Zerg is coming down. A stream of Hydras is coming to both locations. Oh my god, these Seres are going to lose their life. One Seres is gonna get back to life, and Protoss is gonna clear out this more Zerg army. And is he going to storm? Is he going? He casts a storm out just before he dies, and he wastes another storm that was not being used. And these 3 Hydras are going to get trapped over here, but no matters because Zerg just has a ton of unit remaining all over the map. And let's see here, is Zerg going to take a 5th base? He mobs 4 High Templars on the high ground. This is what Zerg often does at this stage of the game, which is to secure the high ground, put some lurkers on it, and then expand behind the lurkers and hope that the support of the lurkers and some Hydras would be enough. One storm from the Protoss, another storm. The second storm wasn't so good, not hitting any Hydras, and the Zerg army backs down. And you see the two sides are evenly matched in terms of supply, guys. Protoss is 167 YSC, and Soma is 150 supply. And you know what? If I was Zerg, I would just try to sneak a small task force to go down to the bottom 6 o'clock base and just clear it out like a group of links or something. But you know, the window of opportunity has closed for Protoss, for Zerg. And now look at this. These Zealots are catching these Hydras out of position, and even though there's a lurker there and Protoss doesn't have any observer, now the observer arrives, and we'll see if this much Protoss army is able to move at the ramp. But look at the Zerg army in the left side, he's not moving. He should be using that army to either reinforce or to counter attack or to do something, right? Because those four lurkers here won't hold. And look at that big stream of blue stuff across the map. So the Zerg has decided to move, and where is he moving to? Look at these slow, those are really slow links. Did he forget to upgrade link speed or something like that? And he's moving in, but a lot of cannons and storm, 1 storm, 2 storm, 2 lurkers down, 3 lurkers down, and the rest of the Protoss army joins up from the north side. But these Dragoons are badly positioned. They should be behind the support of the Zealot, and now they are. And more storms, the Zerglings are all over, but all the lurkers are cleared out, and I think this base is secured. I think a bunch of Hydras moving in, trying to kill these cannons, and they succeed, but all of the Zerg forces died. And look at the result of the battle, guys. YSC is up 160 supply, Soma's down to 115. Did Soma forget to macro or something like that? He goes for an expansion, and immediately this expansion in the bottom left corner is spotted. He's going to be forced to cancel it. A bunch of Zerglings and Hydras just trying to salvage that base. You don't need to send that many forces just to kill one Zealot, and because that leaves your other bases vulnerable for attacks, and you don't have enough forces to engage when you need to. One Corsair is just hanging out in the middle of the map, just chilling. And look at this, the Zerg is able to kill that one Zealot, but immediately YSC sends a bunch of red stuff over to the bottom left corner just to try to clear out this Zerg army, and that's what you need to do as a good player, guys, which is you need to split your army up. You need to guess how much army does your opponent has at a specific location, and you just send enough army to defeat that army of your opponent and just accomplish your goal. For example, your goal may be to set up a base or to deny your opponent's base, and you don't overcommit forces, guys, because forces are scarce in this game. You need to look at those overlords just being stormed and just sitting there. You need to kind of split the right army and never have any idle army. I think at the very mid to high level of the game, I'm kind of a mid-level player, maybe mid-low level player. You know, I always struggle with, you know, where do I move my forces? Do I have any idle forces sitting at home? Do I rally my forces to the right location and engage them in an effective way? So those are kind of very, very important traits that, you know, once you have passed the beginner level, you should need to focus on. And the Zerg is engaging the rest of the army at the bottom of the ramp, whereas the Zealots are kind of stuck onto the ramp. What are these Dragoons doing? They're just kind of like dancing around like, you know, it's Christmas or something. I mean, it's actually Christmas soon, but they need to think about, you know, how to link up with the rest of the army, and they do. The Protoss army escape, and look at the situation on the top right panel, guys. The Zerg has 87 supply and the Protoss 184 supply. Two of his bases were forced to be cancelled by just that squad of Zealot. Just 4 or 5 Zealot is able to force a cancel on one of the Zerg's base, and now Protoss is going for the killing blow. All of his units are converging at this 10:30 o'clock position. Good storm on the high ground. Zealots reinforcing behind enemy lines, and they kind of pull back. Yes, good storm on the lurker. One more storm would clear it. Yes, Protoss has a lot of storm right now, so he doesn't need to save those storms and just use them when he can. Zerglings come to reinforce. I think those, oh my god, one more storm. Yeah, that is a good position to storm, but good reaction from Soma. He's able to get back, but I think this game is near the end, guys. Soma is fighting out of desperation. 182 supply to 64 supply. One more storm from that HT 72, 733, 74, 75. He doesn't get to cast a storm because there's nothing else to cast it on, and Soma GG's, and good first win for YSC. Well, it was surprising to see him win. I thought he would be the inferior player in this matchup, guys, but anyways, congrats to him, and we move on to the second game. See you in just a few seconds.